Hello, Green Blood Crusade. What is happening? Who's out there? Nah, you got 5 arms, bro. It's all about the 5-arm Emperor. I guess that's me. Petals, 4 directions. Man, I don't know what that's referring to, but it sounds sexual. I like the 2-minute song. The 2-minute song is my favorite, I think. I only have one, but let's everyone count my arms. I have I can't actually remember how many arms I have. They keep growing. Don't look under the skirt either. Ooh, what's up, KR Quinn? Yeah, running a little bit late, guys. Sorry about that, but we're gonna start in 30 seconds. See you in there.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Signals from the Frontline, your every Wednesday live broadcast brought to you by Frontline Gaming. We are your hosts, Kicker, the Chief of Serial, and Sigilite of FLG, and I'm Seth the Mad Doc, your competitive correspondent. How have you been doing, Kicker, my brother?
Dude, I have been living, drinking, eating, sleeping, nothing but LVO on the mind 24/7, basically 14-hour shifts a day, just enough time for me to poop and sleep, but it is
Sometimes
glorious.
pooping while working. I know he has a bathroom very close to his computer, people.
Yeah, let's just be honest. A lot of times, if you're one of the guys that messages me through Facebook to ask me things, that's the stuff I do while I'm pooping. Like, don't take it personally. It just I can do
You
that
get a
on my
poop
cell phone
message.
easily. Right? Like, I'm gonna get even more messages now.
Oh
Yeah,
God. Everyone's like, how's
please
it
just
going, Kicker? Do you get enough fiber? He gets plenty of fiber, folks. He eats cereal.
I eat a lot of cereal. I mean, hey, just throwing this out there. Really good peanut butter cereal I got from a giant superstore, a giant grocery store. Anyway, they don't have a giant down here, and I just happened to pass by. Anyway, another story for another day. Let's
Y
not talk about cereal
Yeah.
today. We have a lot to
Particularly
talk
after
about.
talking about your poop. Let's not talk about peanut
Yeah, let's
butter
go back
and
to
your poop.
talking about my poop. That's far more important.
Yes, yes, yes.
Seth, what have you been doing? Because I have only been working. No hobby time for me. No play time for me. It's purely work. Get ready for LVO.
Yeah,
What are you
yeah.
up to?
Well, I've gone down a few rabbit holes this past week. So I actually
All
did
right.
some hobby. I got
Oh,
back in the hobby room
ooh.
after my little stomach bug last week.
Oh,
Uh,
we got to explain, everyone. If you are listening to this podcast, you should be watching this podcast every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, Eastern EST, right? Yeah, the
yeah.
Eastern time, where you get to see us live and see photos of Seth's beautiful, hard paint job.
Yeah.
Look, dude, seriously?
So yeah,
Did you
so
did you do all that, or is
yeah.
that commission?
No,
Be
I did
honest.
that all. So I
Oh,
finished up
wow.
7 more commandos to finish off my commandos. Then I did a 3 distraction grots, which by the way, distraction grots are dressed in scuba gear, which is extremely distracting, I think. So great work there. I also finished off Makari.
Oh, there
And
we
you'll
go.
see
Boom.
next to Makari, our stickers have
Oh, wow.
arrived, Kicker.
Oh, I love it. I love
Yeah,
it. I
so we
love
got
it. So
those.
yes, if you see us at an upcoming event like LVO, I think Seth, you're going to be having your pockets full of these stickers to hand out.
Yep, and Kicker, you'll have some in yours as well. So if you find
You know
either
it.
one of us, get your little Shrek and Donkey sticker.
I love it, dude. I love
Yeah,
it. I love the sticker for scale
yeah.
to your next to your
And,
Macari
and,
there.
and I saved this for Kicker. I didn't tell you off air because I wanted your live reaction.
Oh,
I
I love.
have gone down the rabbit hole of getting into playing the Pokemon card game.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm not judging you.
yeah.
All right, all right.
And I've been playing it online. Have you?
Oh, the online Pokemon card game. I didn't know that was
Yeah.
a thing. To be
It's the
honest, Seth.
exact same version as the card game. You just don't have to spend basically any money. And I was talking to Richard about it pre-show, and it's been my bad version of the stock market where I'm just like getting cards that are high value and then trading
Oh,
to build a
jeez.
deck. Yeah, so I've been having fun with that. And then yeah, I mean, folks have seen I've posted on Fit40K. I've started a new workout routine this week, so
Yeah.
I'm dead. I can't get out of this chair after the show. I have no lower body strength left.
Hey, Seth, let's give a little shout out to what Fit 40K is, because not
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
is in the know.
Yeah, it's a 40K page on Facebook for 40K fans that are trying to get fit, and there are all walks of life there. You've got guys that are like super ripped on their way to being a
You have
custody.
Stephen Box there, the
Yeah.
like professional athlete. Yeah.
And then you got guys like me who are not in shape but trying to get there, and everyone's really supportive. So it's a great place to post to just get some advice or just keep yourself accountable. I use it to keep myself accountable. There we go. We got a picture from it there.
There we
Some
go. That's
people are
perfect.
judging me for playing Pokemon. For reference, Pokemon the original came out when I was a kid. So
You're talking about the Game Boy game,
yeah,
right?
I have the original Game Boy
And
game.
you
Like back
remember they
there.
had the blue and the
Yeah,
red
I had
cartridge,
blue.
right? Yep. All right,
My
cool.
friend had red. We traded.
Yeah.
Like we did.
Oh,
all
we could
that.
be
Yeah.
friends. I had red too. All
Yeah,
right, cool.
perfect.
We
Yeah,
could trade like
we
this.
were
Sweet.
meant to be.
Yeah, right. Oh
Yeah.
man, that was a lot. That game was basically, I don't know, like I survived every single road trip as a kid just playing that game. Like my parents could take me
I
anywhere
can
as
remember
long
when
as I had that game.
we had we did. I was a Boy Scout as well, and we would do like summer camp trips. We drove like 8 hours to go camping, and then stay for a week. And like 8 hours of me and my friends in the
Just
car.
playing
I can still
Pokemon.
remember the line of like this was like you got to remember when back in the day when these games came out, there was no internet. There, if you didn't buy a strategy guide, you didn't know crap.
You
And
had to figure that stuff out for yourself, dude.
and yeah, and so like my buddy's up in the front seat, and my other buddy and I are in the back seat of this van, and my buddy up in front goes, "My wiggly tough," and we were like, "You're what? Like what? What the crap is a wiggly tough, man?" Like we were very confused. So yeah, it was a good time. Anyway, it's nostalgia for me, folks. Don't judge me.
Yes, I think we've talked enough about Pokemon and
have.
poop, and we
Yeah.
should probably go straight on over to
The industry news.
All right, our wonderful tech priest, if you could pull in that beautiful new GW product that we were talking about earlier before the show, the new Eldar Autark. I don't play Eldar
Yep,
or
you got it right.
Eldari as they're called now, Eldari. But this model is actually legitimately revolutionary. So this is the brand new model that was announced this week. It's the brand new Eldar HQ character.
Hate 'em.
But what's this is not just another probably 35 to 45 clan pack of one model. This is revolutionary. This is GW going back to kind of the old GW, giving you options. You can
Yes.
totally do so much with this kit, dude.
Yeah, and
Did
it's
you
not
see
just
how
like
many
a head swap. It's different war gear, like all the war gear he can take.
But I mean, and you remember, like Seth, like the old 40K used to be able to give so many
Yeah.
weapon choices
Do you
and
remember
armor
the Space
choices.
Marine Commander sprue?
Oh my gosh,
Where you
yes.
bought one box and it was just all bunch of different arms and weapons for that
Yeah.
one dude.
And like that's one of the things that I miss the most when like the most recent, hey, you're an orc player, let's just talk about it, Seth. When the most recent orcs came out, those were really monopose, not too many weapon options. I was kind of disheartened to see that. I'm like, oh, is this the future of 40K? Are they not going to give us options? And no, they come out with this brand new kit that is just just filled with choices. So that really makes me excited. But the other thing that's kind of a big deal about this model is that GW said that it's going to be totally compatible with the current kits. So it allows for kit bashers to totally rejoice and go back to, mixing and mixing kits together to create beautiful models.
Yeah.
Do you kit bash much, Orc?
Oh yeah,
Seth,
with
is that,
orcs all
yes,
the
an Orc
time.
player?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll
Particularly
do
when
with
I'm building
guard
my
too.
characters and stuff. Yeah, definitely.
Like guard, like all those kits are so interchangeable with like the Necromunda kits and stuff like that, so you can do all sort of cool head swaps. But yeah, so I know that some people just didn't really pay attention to this new model that was released, but this is actually a big deal because it does mean that customization, both in terms of the model itself and the rules, is still very much alive and well. So let's talk about the Cherokee Open. This is our event in February. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, this is the event coming right after LVO. I got a little surprise good news. If you're coming to this, there will be a meet and greet on Thursday night. I'm working to getting that sponsor so that we can try and get some free apps for everyone, some free appetizers, because everyone likes free food, right?
Exactly.
But I've also got I just got a guy signed up. I don't know if he's kind of in your area, Seth, over in the southeast region of the US. Stephen Valley. He's like a beloved community member.
He's up in Tennessee.
Yeah. Okay, Tennessee.
Yep.
This guy, he is amazing, and he's coming on board for the Cherokee Open to basically host board game night.
Cool.
So after 40K, he'll be staying up all night long with literally 100 or so different board games and just allowing people to hang out so that you can go in, you can hang out with your family if your family's come with you, or before or after the event, and just roll some dice that aren't necessarily super competitive.
My wife's coming and she does enjoy board games.
Oh, dude, this guy, he literally has hundreds of board games in his personal collection. And he's like, I'm just going to bring them all up and just let people play.
Yep.
So I don't know. I wanted to make sure people know about that. We have a few other things releasing about Cherokee, but I got to get to LVO right now.
The big one's coming. 2 weeks away.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of news that's going to be trickling out throughout the next couple of weeks, basically right up to LVO. So I'm going to try and break it down into more bite-sized portion, pieces, I guess. LVO. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the exhibitors. We did give the full list of exhibitors on our community page today. So if you want to go see everyone that's showing up, you can see that. We're going to be emailing all the attendees the full list, and as well as like the discounts or specials they're offering. Squad Marks is coming, and they're doing a lot of cool stuff, specifically for the high rollers. But everyone can get their really cool rings that go on the bases. What's cool about Squad Marks though is that this is not just a cool novel idea, so that you can get a visual, idea of what detachment is following what rules, but it's actually required now for LVO as opposed to sorry, I can't speak anymore. So explain why we need Squad Marks, and I'm going to drink.
So there's two things. The actual rule that you're going to need to follow at LVO is if you're running multiple sub factions in your army, that needs to be clearly distinguished on the table. So Space Marines are the poster children for this. That's where this all came from. But so if you're running like Raven Guard and White Scars, if they're painted separately, you're fine. But a lot of people paint their armies very cohesive. So if you're running two detachments, things like Squad Marks to separate what units are White Scars and what units are Raven Guard is required.
And you can't do it like previously. You could do it with rubber bands, right?
Yeah.
And that's not allowed at LVO anymore. You need to do something a little bit more. Either paint them differently or do something like
the
Squad
war
Marks.
on rubber has occurred. But squad marks are, I mean, what they're also, I mean, it's in their name, also delineating your different squads. So if you're running a bunch of squads of very similar units or big mobs of them that are close to each other, and you want to have easy visual delineations, because we've all done that in the game. We're like, hey man, I want to charge in. Can you tell me where the squad separation is so I don't hit the other squad? That's what they're there for. And the system works well. I believe you can use magnets with them. And then you can just get a bunch of squad marks, paint them up, magnetize your bases, magnetize the squad marks, and then you can switch them out as you need. So if you're running a 5-man strike squad and then you want to turn it into a 10-man, you can just pop 10 more or pop 5 more squad marks on 5 other dudes, and now you got a 10-man squad. So
yeah, and so, you know, I mean, we hope this isn't news to everyone because LVO is coming up soon. So we hope you're prepared. But if you're not, the exhibitor hall is going to open up on Thursday at 4 p.m. Squad marks will be there, and they will have plenty of inventory so that you can make sure your, you know, individual detachments stand out
Are
or if you
legal.
want to go all the way.
Yep.
Yeah. Moving, and then that's of course for the 40K champs. I think the 40K narrative is a little bit more relaxed on some, on some of that. Actually, speaking about the
I will
the
come by
exhibitor
and
hall,
personally slap your models off the table if they're not delineated.
Dude,
I'll do it for them.
I literally put decals on mine.
Yeah.
Like I'm so OCD
I
about
paint
that.
my
you
armor
know?
different colors.
You paint your armors different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I know some people like they put different colors of tufts. You know, on
Yeah,
the different.
that's, you know, you can do it where it looks
that's pretty cool.
organically in the army, but a lot of people want something that they can change as, you know, the meta adapts.
I think the thing that's cool about squad marks is that it's not permanent. So if you want to change up that squad size or add more units, you can just, or change your detachments, whatever, you can just,
or you could just paint more models like I do.
or paint more models like Seth. The other big thing that's happening at the exhibitor hall is Weird's going to be there, as well as a bunch of other exhibitors that are showing brand new products. So these kind of like first reveals, first chance to buy. So Weird's going to be there with a brand new starter box for their other side game. Weird also makes Malifaux. There'll be a Malifaux tournament taking place at the LVO. Privateer Press is going to be there, of course, too. They'll have a bunch of new stuff they're showing off. Actually, all the high rollers. I know you got a high roller package, Seth. So
I did.
You did? All right.
Yeah.
So check this out, man. Every single high roller is going to get a bunch of stuff. You're going to get stuff from GW. You're going to get stuff from Monument Hobbies. You're going to get stuff from Privateer Press. For the high rollers, they're going to be getting one of these sculpts. You see the little image here that our tech priest has posted. You're going to get one of these brand new models from I think it's their Warcaster set.
Yeah.
It's a brand new game. Yeah. It's like science fiction War Machine as opposed to the past. So, yeah.
Yeah. Look pretty good. I want this, I want the Hunter variant, the upper for on the screen. I guess it's upper left, the rifle.
Yeah. With the big like rifle thing.
Yeah,
right?
It looks pretty good.
Yeah. They've got some legit skills. Like when it comes to their models, they look really, really good. I haven't seen them in a while because I haven't played the game, but it's growing. I mean, I can tell you right now, the War Machine and Warcaster Hall is full. You know, totally sold out. So it's alive and well. So another little thing for the Vanguard Tactics Workshops class. So if you're a student of the Vanguard Tactics Workshop, that takes place Thursday before the LVO. There are still a few tickets left, so if you want to jump on that, you can. But we just decided to add a little perk to them. We realized this was really my fault, so I'm trying to cover my ass. We realized that their class starts at 4 p.m., which is the exact time that early registration starts. Right? So we don't want to penalize these students who are getting all this benefits and whatever. So basically, if you are in the Vanguard Tactics Workshop, you get to basically skip the line for early registration, and you'll be able to get all your stuff, your free swag, and check in with the judges and everything before everyone else on Thursday. Nice. There'll be details emailed to you directly about that. But yeah, if you want to skip the line on Thursday, one of the ways to do it is that's the way to do it, because then you have the class. Or if you have a high roller package, you also get to switch. But the high roller package is totally. Yeah, there's a special like VIP line for you high rollers. Right. You're gonna totally love that, right? I've been getting emails about this too because people are dying to know. Yes, the pub crawl is happening. It's happening Saturday night. It's happening after, of course, the tournament ends. The legendary Coop. He just likes to go by Coop, but Coop Juice. You know, he will be there running it. He's running the pub crawl at every single LVO in years past. He'll be meeting you an hour to an hour and a half after the last round at the bar right outside the conference center. I can give you the name, but it's some Rio name. It's like Rio Tango Congo, La Bamba. I don't know. It's a unique name.
I don't know about that last one, but okay.
You don't know about the last one, okay. But we'll be posting that on the Frontline Gaming community page with the exact bar's name and the time. But basically, an hour to an hour and a half after the last round on Saturday, You meet up with Coop. He'll be wearing this really obnoxious hat. You will not miss him, and he will take you to 4, maybe 5, maybe 6 if you're really hardcore bars that night. And it's always a hoot.
I know a
Everyone loves
few
it.
gamers that'll make it to all of those.
Yeah,
Can I? Can I? Wait,
Tech
can
Priest.
I just ask what kind of
Yeah.
hat is he wearing?
What kind of?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Tech Priest. His hat of choice. He has told me today on the phone while we were talking that it will be similar to a like Mad Hatter's top hat kind of thing,
Oh,
or bunny ears. He hasn't decided which one for this year. So
yeah.
I'm not
Seth,
sure.
Seth asked me to ask that. I don't know.
Seth asked you this. Okay, so
Yeah,
that way we could find him.
How did I ask you, Tech Priest, if I didn't speak? Are you in my
You
mind?
texted him. If I'm seeing this come in my, like, someone's texting me right now. Yeah, if you are in the shadow round, I am sorry to say you're gonna have to make some tough decisions here and either go to the pub crawl or play in the shadow round. The shadow round is that like mythical, round to see if you make it into the finals.
I think if they make the shadow round, they're obviously going to play the shadow round.
I mean, dude, the pub crawl is pretty epic. I don't know. I mean,
yeah, but you got a chance to top 8 LVO. I mean,
these
you could go drink after you won LVO, right? It's Vegas. Those bars are still going to be open.
These are the tough decisions that the elite players have to make.
We won't have to make those decisions.
Seth, I am rooting for you, dude. I'm hoping you can go and make.
You
got to represent Signals. Okay. Seth, just because I'm gonna, just call your shots right now. What are you thinking? What do you we're still 2 weeks out. What are you thinking?
I'll be elated with 5-1.
Okay.
I think 4-2 is my realistic mark. But I'll be elated if I get to go like 5-1.
All right.
I mean,
cool.
I'm playing.
Well, we also crowned the ITC awards there for best, overall for the year. So no, Orc. I don't know. Are you still in the running? I knew you were up there for a little while.
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I mean, unless like LVO really jacks up my score, but I haven't been able to get out to too much lately. And the last few events, I did well at New Orleans, but I didn't do well at Atlanta. So I haven't scored well lately, guys.
Okay. No worries. No pressure. But I will tell you, I was ordering the trophies for these. These are these beautiful glass.
Oh, I thought you were about to say, I will tell you if you don't do well, I'm kicking you off the show.
No, you got to represent us, man. Yeah, because there's no way in hell I'm doing good at any tournament I play at. No, I just ordered the trophies for the ITC awards, and they are gorgeous. But regardless, I was looking at some of the factions that can win awards. The Imperial Agents, the Assassin Group, they have their award.
Yeah.
I did remove the Corsairs, the Eldar Corsairs. That was a thing. That was a faction previously. There's like one guy in the running for Eldar Corsairs with no competition. So that's not happening. But we had some other weird, like, random stuff that I didn't realize was still a thing. What is it? The Renegade, the Chaos Renegade guys, not Renegade Knights, the Legion of the
Renegades
Lost.
and Heretics or something like that.
Yeah, that's it. I'm like, oh geez, I forgot that was a thing. So that will be happening. Okay, saving the best for last, guys. Let's pull that beautiful image up. Tech Priest, there we go. Boom. You know what that logo is. You'll love it, right?
It is the Warhammer logo.
Okay, it is the Warhammer logo. Because we love the Signals fans more than anyone else, we're going to tell you a little secret that we have not told anyone else. Absolutely no one else. So we're going to give you the first chance to go see the GW preview. Yes, there is going to be a GW preview. And yes, we have kind of mentioned the GW preview previously. But here's the little secret that no one else knows as of this point right now. Mark your clock. What time is it, right? As a Wednesday at roughly 9 p.m. This is how you get into the GW preview. On the Frontline Gaming website, there's a ticket. You have to have a ticket to get to the GW preview. It is a ticketed event, for lack of a better word. Go to right now. Like, seriously, if you're listening to this or watching this live, go to the Frontline Gaming website. Just into the brand new Frontline Gaming website, the web cart, the store. So go to the Frontline Gaming store, and in the search, just type in preview. That's going to take you to the GW preview ticket. It's no cost. It's a zero cost thing. You just get to go in for free, and you will get to go see it Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. In the LVO Champs Hall. It's amazing, and it's going to be huge. But you got to do this because when the tickets sell, we're not adding more. There's a limited amount that we can do it for.
Get in while you can, guys. Go now.
Yeah,
go now.
Because no one else knows this.
We're going to wait for 5 seconds while you go.
Go do it. I'm just going to pause right here. Go do that. So no, seriously though, we are going to be able to put quite a few people in there, but once the tickets are out, they're out. That's it. And the preview is going to be massive. I am under strict restrictions on what I'm allowed to say and not say, but it's going to be product
chat,
reveals.
This is your chance to throw questions at them.
All right.
Leading questions.
Okay, Seth, you read the chat if there's anything that pops up, but there will be product reveals.
Adding to cart is what I see in chat.
Adding to cart. Yeah. Like I said, there is no cost for this. It's just a way for us to keep track of who's going in and to limit the amount of people. So
because there are limits on the size of the room and the number of people we can put.
I would imagine this is going to be a hot ticket.
Are you saying it's so hot that it's time for the squats?
Oh, no! Someone's gonna reset the clock. That's not happening. Come on.
but so the preview will be taking place Thursday before the champs start. This is Thursday night. It's gonna be roughly an hour and a half. There will be a Q&A session at the very end. We'll have a bunch of mics in the hall so everyone can ask questions. But yeah, like I said, there will be a bouncer at the door. Seth, you want to be a bouncer? You could totally be a bouncer, right? You could be a bouncer.
Depends on if I have to do another ridiculous leg workout before, because I don't know about standing around bouncing for an hour and a half.
All right. Well, there will be security / bouncers not letting anyone else in there that's not ticketed. It's going to be really rigid, and GW has insisted, like it's part of our contract to have this. We have to have quite a few staff members inside the hall, not facing the stage, but facing the audience to make sure no one's recording anything or taking photos or anything like that during the preview, because this preview will be very massive. There'll not only be a full episode of a new Warhammer Plus show, there'll be multiple product reveals as well as some information.
I was going to volunteer to help, but then I was like, wait a minute, standing and not watching for an hour and a half. I don't know.
All staff and Seth, you can do this if you want, but all staff that are monitoring the crowd get to have their own basically mini preview screening thing later on, right after the event. But but then it's still like after the preview. It doesn't really count because people know before you. So, but that's the big thing. So go to the cart, get your ticket. Like I said, there's zero cost, but it allows you to at least go if you are in the area and eager to go see some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Seth, take it away with the FLGN news.
Well, I do want to pause you there, Kicker.
Yeah, pause me.
Because if you remember correctly, in your 14 hours of work in the last 2 weeks, because that's all you've done is 14 hours work.
14 hours a day, but
total.
14 hours, like 14 times.
Grandpapa Reese has asked us to make a few announcements about the COVID guidelines as well as people looking for tickets.
Yes. So you want to take the COVID guidelines or you need me to do it?
Yeah, I can do the COVID guidelines if you want to do the tickets.
Okay, cool.
So COVID guidelines, it's very straightforward. We are going to follow any and all guidelines at both the federal, state, and local level. And I believe it's Clark County is what county this is.
Clark County is,
so it will require masks. And we're talking about actual masks, not a bandana, not a clear face shield, actual masks. Those will be worn at all times while you're in the hotel. And
obviously, if you got to eat and drink, that's
you can take it off to eat and drink. The questions coming up in chat is there going to be a required proof of vaccine? Not so. Go ahead.
No.
Yeah.
So sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, Seth.
Yeah, not right now, but if Clark County were to change the rules, we would have to follow the rules. So
things literally are changing on a day-to-day basis. I'm here in New Orleans, and literally today, a whole new mask went back into a full effect again, like literally overnight. Clark County at this point does not have a vaccine requirement. But with that said, even if you are vaccinated, you still have to have your mask. You no matter who you are, what you did, it doesn't make a difference how many boosters you got. You got to wear your mask the entire time you're at the LVO. And as Seth was saying, you got to wear a legit mask. You're coming in here with your, cowboy bandana. That's just not going to fly, and you won't be allowed in.
And it will be strictly enforced.
Yeah, we have to be clear. If people are not following with the guidelines, we have to remove them, and there will be no refunds. You're out. It's not a yellow card thing. This is purely a safety measure. So if you do not follow the protocols, it has nothing to do with your score or anything. You're just going to be removed immediately.
I guess if you really are losing, you could probably try to tackle your opponent and remove his mask. I didn't say that.
But no, but the thing that's beautiful or weird, I don't know how you want to look at this, but the thing that we've realized after doing 5 events now this year, well, in 2021, is that whatever the protocols are, because each part of the country is totally different. We got to understand that. But whatever the protocols are, there has been no problem at a single Frontline gaming event with people actually following those protocols. So when people, I think it's a part of the community that we're in. People just are all really respectful and understand the situation and understand these are the rules. And if we want to play 40K, we got to follow the rules. So from literally from ACO to New Orleans to Texas to SoCal, everyone has followed. And there's been no like bickering or issues. We didn't have to have judges go and like tell people to put their mask on. We haven't had to throw anyone out at this point. So I don't think it's something we have to worry about at the LVO. Of course, LVO literally is turning, the numbers up to, tenfold, but that's okay. I think I have faith in the community that everyone will be respectful of the situation and follow suit.
So tickets, Kicker.
So tickets, guys, tickets are still very much sold out. But some people are transferring because literally they can't get out of their country and because of COVID. Let's just be honest. There is a place to transfer your ticket. There's a pinned thread on the Frontline Gaming community group. You can't miss it. It's a posted thread right there, and that's where everyone's handling their ticket transfers to try and sell them to people that still do want to get in that haven't been able to get a ticket.
So if you're looking for a ticket, that's where you need to be looking, and if you're trying to sell a ticket, that is the official place to post that you're selling your ticket, because we are past the refund deadline.
Exactly.
Deposits have been paid already. You guys had to pay for staff to work the venue. You've had to rent
all the tables have been rented.
You've had to pay for products, so that money's out of FLG's hands. So they can't do refunds anymore. So if you're looking to get rid of your ticket because you're not going to be able to make it, that's the official venue to do it.
Yeah, and even though with, there's always going to be attrition day of. That's just a fact of life. But even with attrition right now, we originally sold over 1,200 tickets, just over 1,200 or whatever. I can't remember the exact amount. But right now, if you look on BCP right now, we have over 1,050 players. I think we're 1,056, 57. I just added 2 more players today. So we're a very, very we're still by far the largest 40K event period to ever take place. So it's going to be big.
It'll be a big one. All right. And
all right,
with that, now let's get moving into we that was a half an hour on the first segment, Kicker.
Oh geez, man. All right, let's go.
So FLGN news, Kicker, you entered the the biggest hive of scum and villainy, Grim After Dark, this week. How was that?
They were very sweet. They were nice. They were nice. Their cereal selection was pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Because I had to ask them. I mean, like the guy ate Weetabix. Like, what the hell, man? Like, I'm sorry, man, but that is not cereal. That is not something I would feed to my dog.
That's cardboard. That's what it is. That's the box. The Killzone podcast launched this week, which is a competitive kill team podcast. So for those kill team folks out there that are just yearning for the content, check it out. That should be a weekly show, the Killzone podcast. Check them out. Chapter Tactics and Thursday show are firing. I don't know what Thursday show's covering because they don't know what Thursday show's covering yet. Thursday show flies by the seat of their pants, folks. They get it done.
Seth, I'm going to take this opportunity because Thursday show does cover the upcoming events.
It does.
People have often asked, when does the ITC season officially end? And I just had a call today with the BCP whole team. The ITC season will officially end the Sunday.
The LVO Sunday.
LVO.
Yeah.
Well, so no other new events can be done that weekend. So because we have to be able to check for scoring. So only LVOs that weekend.
And then for sake of argument, Kicker, if they had an event that ran on the same weekend as LVO, Saturday and Sunday, would that count as this season or next season?
Man, now you got me really. I got to ask. I don't want to misspeak.
Okay.
I just
going to ask, but anything that runs Sunday, like the RTTs, counts for next season.
Yeah. The idea though is that the BCP guys don't want to have to be trying to deal with adjusting points. Basically, the cutoff to adjust the ITC points is the Monday before LVO for all those other events. So if there's an event that weekend before, you got to submit your edits. BCP, LVO, it just jogged my memory. The event is live in BCP. Lists are due the 17th, which is next Monday, which is before we air again. So if you're attending, make sure you get those lists in by Monday. You don't want to get a yellow card. And if you're having issues for whatever reason, maybe you're new to BCP, maybe you're not showing up in the roster because your email address, there was a typo when you put in your email address, whatever the case is, just email us and it'll probably come to me. It'll probably go to or the customer service team, just so that we can make sure you're squared away. There's a whole team of us trying to help you out. There is maybe a 24-hour delay because of the volume coming in. I mean, I can only type so fast.
Especially while he's in the toilet.
Especially while I'm in the toilet. Thank you, Seth.
You're welcome.
Wow, we're going to a dark place here. Just potty humor here.
No, you got good lighting in your bathroom.
All right, yeah. Ooh, funny dad joke. All right. No, but seriously. But seriously, though, no, guys,
Producer
we
Richard,
do.
we need a
Yeah.
rim shot added there.
Oh, just do it. Ching, yeah. No, but guys, if you are having issues, you're not showing up on the roster, you should go in right now, see if you're in the roster. If you're not on the BCP roster, just shoot us an email saying, "Hey, I'm not in there."
I have
With
to
that,
keep looking at the show title to see it's not the Long War with all these poop jokes, Seth. I'm just saying.
oh my gosh! Ooh,
Yeah.
wow! Shots
Yeah.
fired, man! Shots fired.
No,
Hey,
Rob, we're not trying to steal your shtick.
Yeah, we are not trying to steal your shit.
I didn't say shit. I said shit.
Oh, I said it. I was just. But
Okay.
no,
Anyway, main
Anyway,
topic.
let's
Let's move
Let's keep
on.
going. Let's keep going.
Traveling to 40K events. So
Yes.
for some folks, I know a lot of folks that they got into 40K right kind of at the start of the pandemic and haven't had a chance to fly to a big event. Or some folks just haven't done that much at all before this. So we thought it was important to talk about just general tips on traveling to and from a large event. Outside of preparing your army and making sure you got your list submitted. So Kicker,
Yes.
what do you bring? You travel a lot. What do you bring when
Yeah.
you go to these kind of events besides your army? What are things you need to make sure?
Literally my full-time job now. What do I bring? So I mean, there's the obvious things like you want to bring water, so
Yep.
water bottles, and I
Yeah.
recommend getting yourself like a legit water bottle,
like a
that can sit
refillable
inside
one.
any cool-
You know?
Yeah, a refillable. Like a lot of people just buy disposable water bottles and keep them refilling it up. No, get something that's going to stay cool.
Well,
You're gonna
yeah,
be
I mean,
hot.
because those, someone might walk by and see that sitting there and it's been there for a bit. Like, I'm going to throw this out because it's been sitting here. And then you're like, well, there went my water bottle.
Exactly. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's and snacks, of course.
Yep.
You got to have your snacks, right?
Yep, because sometimes snacks can be expensive or hard to find, particularly if you have like specific dietary concerns. Make sure you pack that kind of stuff.
And I mean, there's a lot of other things we can go down. We can do a whole like list of things, but I mean, I'm gonna just stay straight up that shoes. You're gonna be okay if you're flying in. Your
Good
feet
shoes.
swell, and I know people don't think about like maybe some people do think about this, but when you're flying, your feet swell. You want shoes that are comfortable for the plane, but more importantly, when you get to the event, you're gonna be standing on your feet for at least 2, probably 3 days nonstop. What do we got here?
What is that?
Why do we have?
Why do we
the
have the
mystery
mystery machine?
Sorry, we just have a graphic of the mystery
That's
machine.
not
that
in the
popped up
notes
in
anywhere.
I know, but it was you guys said travel, and I pulled up travel. This was the mystery machine.
I do not when we talk about when I say travel, I do not think of Scooby Doo and the Mystery Machine, but I appreciate.
But I get
your effort
this is in my head when I see Kicker driving to events. This is literally what I see in my head.
So as many people know, I am a hardcore van lifer. I spend a lot of time on the road in a van.
He's a vanner.
I do not like to think of my van as the mystery machine, though. I like to think of it as like my
Oh
own.
no!
mini
We're
Russ
calling
Tank
it the mystery machine.
That thing's
from this
called the
point on.
mystery machine now. Like I don't know why we're even talking about it.
No, Seth, why don't you give us some advice? What do you like to bring besides your army?
So a battery pack, particularly like
A battery pack
for your phone.
Ooh. Yeah.
A portable
Yep.
power supply, because you end up being on your phone a lot during an event. You're going to look up your list. You're going to be, if you're using like some of the apps to score your game, or if you're using BCP a lot, you'll burn through a lot more battery than you normally would on a normal day. And a lot of these
there's
venues,
no outlets.
you might not be able to find an outlet easily. So a portable power pack, so you can recharge your phone. That's a great thing.
Good one.
I always bring GI meds because if you get, the worst thing is getting an upset stomach while you're traveling. So just having that stuff handy is really important. Make sure you got any other meds you need. In terms of flying with your models, Kicker, there's 2 schools of thought.
Yeah.
You put them in the bag that you check, or you carry them on the plane. Which one?
Okay, so only one of those is the correct school of thought. No, like seriously, you bring those things with you.
Yep.
They go with you on the plane. If you can't have a carry-on big enough,
unless you're Henry Cavill here, and then you can put it in your private jet.
Unless you're
the rest of us that fly coach.
The rest of us that are flying coach. Yeah, no, I'm serious, guys. Like, I will not get an army unless it can fit inside a carry-on size bag. Because I will never check an army. It's just not worth it.
And a couple different companies make cases. Battle Foam, I know, is one. KR cases make them that specifically fit in the overhead compartment. So you can make sure you have a case. And most airlines will allow you to carry on one personal item and a backpack. So you can still like check your bag, and if you still need to have some other stuff with you in the airport, you can have like a backpack and a case and carry that on, and you can put that in the overhead and be safe.
And I mean, guys, it's listen. You can show up to LVO and you don't have to have underwear. All right, it's
yeah,
okay. But
exactly.
you can't
And I
play
told
in your
Kicker that the
tournament
other
if you
day.
don't have your minis.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
like that's the one
you
thing
can go to
you can't.
Walmart and you can buy some new
Yeah.
underwear and some
Mhm.
sweatpants and you can make it through the weekend looking like a slob,
It's
but you
okay.
can't go to Walmart and buy a new army.
No, you can't. No,
Nope.
you can't. And also, like, let's just be honest. Like, there's no way that they're going to handle that.
Yeah.
Treat
Yeah.
that checked bag
Now,
as well as you would.
I have checked an army before.
Oh wow.
When I actually went to Charity Hammer this past summer, I had to check an army because I had to bring so much that I couldn't fit it in the overhead. So if you're doing something like that, you can you put your army in foam, you can wrap
Mhm.
it in clothes. That's a great way to protect some of the larger models. So that's an option. But generally speaking, try to do the carry-on plan if you can.
The Emperor protects.
He
Just keep on
is-
saying the Emperor protects.
no, Henry Cavill is not protecting my minis. Specific tips for LVO Kicker.
Yeah.
So I'm flying in. How do I get from the airport to the hotel?
Yeah, so from the airport to the hotel, you're just going to want to, I mean, Uber or taxi, they're about the same price. It's
Yep.
an 8-minute drive from the airport to the hotel. It's going to be about $27 to $30 for a taxi ride. It's kind of a flat
Yep.
fee. You can't negotiate that or whatever.
All
I mean, or you can pay $12 and take the bus, and that takes about 53 minutes. So yeah, just take.
So
the taxi.
you can go the budget route if you got a bit more time on your hands. I would tell you from experience, if you're leaving like Monday morning or Sunday, and you're going to do like an Uber, like schedule that the night before because it's going to get pretty busy on the old Uber app come the
Mhm.
morning with a bunch of folks trying to leave all around the same time. So you
Smart
can
move.
plan ahead and schedule that the night before. Keep yourself covered.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
question
I mean,
is there Uber or Lyft in Vegas? I believe there
yes.
is both.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yep.
100%. The Uber situation at the LVO, the Las Vegas, the LVO airport, the Las Vegas airport is pretty convenient. Sometimes I've flown to places where like you have to go, hike a couple miles to go to the Uber pickup location. No, Las Vegas is pretty easy, but they also do a really good job with their cabs. I mean, okay, not all the time, but in general, the Las Vegas has got a nice setup where they have a lot of cabs just stationed there to keep it going because they know there's people coming in here and they
Yep.
just want to go gamble.
Exactly.
Also, like pro tip, you can gamble in the
In-
airport at Las Vegas. Like they have
Why?
slot
Why?
machines.
No, I don't need to do that.
Yeah, just you want to kill some time, man.
Yeah.
What about you? Got any like Vegas specific advice? You've done this a few before.
Yeah, I
so-
mean, for first timers and folks in chat, feel free to chime in that have been there before. But Vegas is an expensive place, and that's a double-edged sword. So, we normally kind of expect that when we're traveling, we're going to eat out a bit and spend some money and have a good time. You're going to have to plan on spending more at Vegas if you're eating out a lot. You can certainly, pack a lunch kind of thing and do things on the cheap. But if you want to go out and have that good time like you normally do at an event, Vegas is going to charge you for that. So just plan ahead with your budget. If you do have a budget, try to follow it because you can spend a lot really quickly. I mean, Vegas is a city designed to separate you from your money.
That's very true.
Yeah.
One thing I'm going to throw in right now while we can is that we do have our concessions in the hall, and concessions are always pricey at resorts, but it's about the same price that you'd be paying if you were outside the hall.
Yep.
I mean, for an equal priced, equal quality product. We'll have breakfast and lunch. I believe we go from 10 a.m. is when food really starts serving to, let me just look at my note real fast. I want to say 6 p.m. So that's kind of the time that we'll have the bar open, and we'll have two bars. We'll have one bar in the 40K Champs Hall, and then we'll have a bar and a food. Yeah,
does the breakfast and coffee open before 10 or at 10?
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's not in the contract.
I had
yet,
a heart
so I'm trying to
attack
get
there for a second.
Okay, I'm working on it. So I know that between 10 and 6, we'll have the full bar and food vending area, which will be in the exhibitor hall. That will be open, serving food. It will end at 6 p.m. I'm still trying to negotiate having the little grab and go breakfast lunch thing, breakfast sandwich and coffee in the front entrance so that you can literally just swing right by. They're trying to charge us to have that staffed, and they're trying to charge us a premium to have that staff so early, and I'm like, I don't understand why. So I'm trying to negotiate with that.
It's
Otherwise,
Vegas.
I might
Vegas
get set
never
up.
sleeps. They have
Yeah,
staff.
Vegas never sleeps, right?
They have staff.
But yeah, so if you are trying to save money, eating in the hall, I'm not saying it's going to be cheap. It's definitely not cheap, but it's not that it's that
Yeah.
much more expensive than just going down outside.
You're gonna have to work to make it cheaper than eating in the hall. Put it that way.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes it's just not worth it. Like, do you
Yeah.
really want to go on the hunt for food when you've got a round coming up?
Yeah.
Probably not.
So keep that in mind. All right, let's get into the competitive news.
Yes.
You ready?
Let's
Kicker.
do it. Let's do it.
Kicker. I've got some 6-week win rates for you.
Ooh, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Let's have some fun with Kicker, folks, and let's have some fun.
All
Chat.
right.
Chat. What do you think the highest win rate is this week or in the last 6 weeks?
Over the last 6 weeks, I mean, I am not a competitive player, but I'm relatively intelligent, and I do play this game.
You do.
It's got to be Drukhari, right?
It is Drukhari. It is
Okay,
Drukhari.
I mean, come on.
Drukhari is sitting at a fat 63%, which is definitely pretty high up there, folks.
63%, and that's after all the nerfs.
Yeah. So, well, this is the past 6 weeks, but that does get you after the balanced data slate. So, keep in mind, there's not been a ton of big events over the holidays. Things have geared down. So, folks may have come up with some counters to the dreaded thick city list, and just not had a chance to display those in full. Number two. Are you asking me? Or I'm asking you, Kicker.
Oh, you're asking me. Jeez. Well, does anyone want to help me? Can I phone a friend? Can I ask the chat? Come on, let me.
Chat, help Kicker out. What do you think the number
help me
2
out here.
army is?
Oh, it's not Admech. I can tell you that much because they're long dead, man. Oh, hey, what's up, Tech Priest?
Sorry, I was worried that it was Admech.
It's definitely not Admech.
So
I can call that.
Okay, good.
Did chat give me anything of value here? Seth?
Chat says.
Is anyone right? If not,
there's one person right so far. I'm just waiting to see.
Okay,
if there's
call them out.
Curses for you says Grey Knights, and they are correct. Right. It is Grey Knights at 58%.
Grey Knights are good.
Wow. So we've got up to 58%. They've dropped a little bit. Number 3 Kicker.
So it's not Grey Knights, not Drukhari. I mean, have sisters been doing okay? I mean, I know they were doing okay, right?
Not sisters.
They're not there.
Okay. What about the bugs? The bugs. Oh, the bug. Come on with the monster.
Not the bugs.
Not the bugs. Though.
It's an army that's 1% higher than the bugs.
Okay, dude. What is it? What do we got?
Iron Hands.
Jeez.
Iron Hands are back. They've been slaying it in Europe. An Iron Hand shooting list over in Europe has just been kicking butt, and they're sitting at a sweet 55%.
Dude, there's so many Europeans. Because I've been getting all the emails. There's people from Sweden, from the UK, from all Germany, all over the Europe coming to LVO, and I'm wondering how many of them are bringing their Iron Hands to go.
Yeah. So I already said there was an army that's 1% behind those. So that number 4 is Tyranids. They're sitting at number 4, and then 1% behind them at 53 is a 3-way tie.
Oh, a 3-way tie. Okay, one of them has to be Orcs because come on, Orcs did not fall off the radar.
One of them is Orcs. Very good.
Okay,
Kicker.
all right, good.
2 more. Can you do it? Can you do a Kicker?
No idea. Absolutely no idea.
All right, that is Custodes, and this is pre-Codex Custodes.
Wow.
And Black Templar.
Wait a minute. Wait, what happened? What happened to Admech? What happened to my boys?
Fell off.
He's gonna start
there was a
weeping
mass
like
exodus from your beloved Forge World there.
All right. We do not want to get into the weeds here right now, but let's ask chat. Let's get a quick poll. Did Admech get beat too hard, or is it are they more are they actually balanced?
Nah. I've played against some very good Admech players. There's still some meat on the bone in that codex. It's just not as easy to win with as it was before. So I think a lot of and I'm going to be honest with you folks, I think a lot of the fair weather fans hopped off that Admech bandwagon.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sad,
all right.
really.
Well, sad times.
Yep.
Sorry, Tech.
All right.
I'm out of here.
Well, let's get into our ITC recap, and then let's wrap this bad boy up for the night. So coming in, we haven't had a lot of movement. Coming in at number 1 on the competitive track, good old boy king himself, John Lennon.
Of course.
Followed up by number 2, Brad Chester. Number 3, the most luscious hair in 40K, Sean Naden. Number 4, Manny Chimba. And number 5, Jack Harpster. I got to give a special shout out to our number 7, Anthony Vanella. Anthony just got accepted onto Team America for WTC. So
congratulations.
Congrats, Anthony. Now you got to prove that you're actually this good. So keep it
I have
up.
a shout out. Sorry.
Yeah?
Oh, shout out.
Sean Naden had a baby the other day.
Another one?
Way.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Great. Those kids are going to be winning LVO 2030 and 2040.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay.
Wait, does that mean we're not going to see Sean Naden for a few months as he, helps with the baby? Then,
I don't know. I
don't know,
didn't
like, what's
look to see if he was signed up in BCP, but I got to assume he's going.
he's got to be. I mean, I'm going to look as soon as we're hanging up. As soon as we're
Chat, get in BCP while I'm talking and find out if Sean Naden's signed up.
Is Sean on the roster for LVO?
Yeah.
Hey, Seth, I guess we should save it for next week. We should try to figure out like not play some bets or who we think is going to take it. And I'm curious to see what everyone's bringing because like we know John Lennon is a big Tyranid
Well,
fan.
next week lists would be due. They might be released by then or not. We don't know.
I know, but I know somebody that can get us the list. Like it's okay. I know somebody that can do that. So,
Who's that?
maybe I can. Yeah, right. Maybe I can pull a few.
All right, we'll see.
Right.
So,
all right, cool.
All right,
hit
so
the
hobby track. Again, not a whole lot of movement. So number 1 is JT Steiger. Number 2, Lee Harris. Number 3, Scott Boucher. Number 4, Nicholas Wenker. And my orc brother at number 5, Jacob Thayer. Jacob, I do believe, said he's not going to make LVO, but he should be making Cherokee.
Okay, good.
Swinging on down to our AOS competitive track, we've got number 1, Gavin Greigar, number 2, Caleb Walters, number 3, Cody Saltz or William Saltz, number 4, Anthony Trentinelli, and number 5, Yuri Sichinava. I'm getting better at that. Yuri, let me know if I'm not doing it right.
That was really natural stuff.
Hey, I try. And then flipping on down to the hobby track for AOS, number 1, Derek Page, number 2, Nick Garcia, number 3, Ian Wood, number 4, Christopher Hernandez, and number 5, No Aquino. That wraps up our ITC recap. I'm now switching back over to chat, and chat says no, Sean is signed up.
Okay, good.
So
Thank you, chat.
Christy would kill him if he doesn't win. I assume Christy is Sean's wife. I have heard that she is quite intense and tells him to either come back on his shield or don't come back at all. So that does fit with what I've heard about her.
You know, though, man, like that's kind of cool. She's so supportive and that he gets to go to so many events.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like this is the chance. Sean is always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Like, I feel like this is his chance. Let's do it. Just this year alone, he's gotten, constantly to the finals and he just hasn't gotten right there.
Well, I mean, he got bodied by orcs a few times and Sean, buddy, I hear that some top players might be taking orcs again to LVO.
Yeah.
And there might be me. I'm not but I'm just saying, geez. The orc menace is coming. The orc menace is coming, buddy.
Seth's calling his shot. He's like Babe Ruth in his spot here.
I'm going to bring down Sean Naden. It's mostly going to be by distracting him and then having
his knees
take him out at the knees. Yeah.
Bite his ankles.
Kicker's going to get him, and then I'll win after that.
But Seth, I think we got to mention the obvious here. Like, I think that this is what we're going to see going into LVO. I don't think there's going to be any more mix up of this. I think this is what's going to LVO and theoretically basically the ITC champs for the year. I don't think we're going to see too much movement at all here for any of these.
The other thing is I've heard that I haven't had much chance to dip my toes in it, but I hear the Gene Stealer Call Codex is potentially very strong, and that some of the top 10 may be switching over to that, which is going to be, if they do, that'll throw quite the wrench in a lot of folks' plans, because they might have had a plan, but the Gene Stealer Call would have had a plan for a generation.
A Gene Stealer
You
wrench.
went there. No, man, it is going to be kind of interesting. I know it's giving the judges, the LVO judges,
headaches,
a hell of a time, but trying to prepare for the GSC and the custodies because
I trust them. They're a good group. They'll get it done. I believe in them. I'll give them all a hearty hug the next time I see them, and it's safe.
I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
Wow, that's a lot of practice games I gotta get in. I gotta tell you, Gene Stealer, oof.
Yeah, I mean, I would not want to be doing that. But some people they're just gonna go for a Hail Mary. Just go for it. Just do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So all right. Well, any final thoughts for the night before we wrap this one up, Kicker?
No, Seth, I'm excited to see everyone. I apologize if you've been emailing me or messaging me or texting me or calling me.
I have taken to sending him candy grams.
Yeah, that works really well, Seth. But I will get back to you. I promise. There's just quite a large volume of incoming questions and excitement, and a lot of people are just like, I'm pumped. And I'm like, I'm so glad you're emailing me saying you're excited. That's wonderful.
Yep.
But I just we got a lot of
good point, Cap and Andrew. I will be working on the Kicker tea supply for LVO. I will make sure that he has hot tea at all times.
Thank you. Yes. For those that didn't know, I lost my voice completely and totally. The New Orleans Open. I am not allowed to lose my voice at LVO.
Yep.
Although I will be there. Literally, I'm flying.
I'm
in
actually.
on
I probably
Tuesday.
need to get in contact with your wife and figure out your tea preferences.
Yeah. You could call Ann. Just she'll tell you.
I'll
This is what
Facebook
you
her.
need. Yeah. She'll do that. What about you, Seth? Last thoughts for tonight? What are you thinking?
I gotta paint 2 kill rigs yet,
right.
so I gotta
Right, you
get
can do
that
it.
done. And it's a busy time of year for me at work, so I don't have a whole lot of time in the evenings to paint anymore. So
They don't
but I
know
got.
that you're going to the LVO soon and that you've got your priorities.
I
And
mean,
clearly you need to
I
paint?
have gotten the time off, but I've paid for it in advance. Let's put it that way.
All right.
All right. Well, we really thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We really hope you enjoyed this episode of Signals from the Frontline. Have a great week, and we will see you next Wednesday, just 1 week before LVO.
Good night, guys.
Good night.